Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
What's going on? 305 Miami, Florida, USA. Third straight year with a massive pay-per-view here in Miami, and all of you are a big reason why. Thank you all for coming out to the official UFC 314 press conference. We do have limited tickets still available. You can go to the Kaseya Center box office or hop online. All right, who has the first question?
I'd like to kick off with Alex Volkanovski, please. Alex, you've done so much in this sport. Yesterday you talked about this as being the biggest fight of your career. What would it mean to you to win that title one more time?
Yeah, man, like you said, I really do think this is the biggest fight of my career. I think winning the belt now at the timing would be the biggest part of my story. So really looking forward to putting on a show and getting that belt back.
You have fought the best of the best in this sport. When you look at him skill-wise, how does Diego match up to some of those fighters you faced before?
A very dangerous fighter, you know, a very aggressive, dangerous fighter. Obviously great jiu-jitsu, power in the hands, always looking for the finish. So you've got to respect that and be wary. But you know, I just believe I'm the best, and I'm going to prove that Saturday night.
And for you, Diego, obviously winning the title is something that every fighter wants to achieve, but what would it mean to you to beat a GOAT like Alex Volkanovski?
Diego, para vos, el título y pelear por el cinturón es la cosa que todos quieren, pero ¿qué significaría ganar del mejor del GOAT, Alex Volkanovski?
For me, this is a big, this is a big. Volkanovski is a legend in the deporte. I follow your career for so long time, but now I think it's my time, it's my time for take the belt.
Question for Bryce Mitchell. Bryce, yesterday at Media Day, Silva said you might have to retire this weekend due to brain damage you'll take in this fight. Curious if you have a response for those remarks.
I was born with brain damage, brother. I'll be all right.
What do you make of all the talk he's been doing? You know, you said yesterday that he's not treating you nice. You said he's treating you like shit. Why do you think he's saying these things? Do you think it's to gain favor with the crowd?
O que você fala de tudo que está acontecendo?
I don't care what his intentions are. My intentions are to beat the ever-living hell out of that man.
And question for Silva. Obviously a great reaction for you here in Miami. You know, we've done lots of talking about the talk in this fight, but skill set-wise, what threats does Bryce pose to you on Saturday?
E para você, Jean, já foi falado muito, o pessoal está falando muito, tem muito, a falação tá muito grande, mas como em termos de habilidade, a luta em si, o que você vê de ameaça no Bryce Mitchell?
Ei, Miami! Bom, galera, tirando a parte das loucuras que ele fala aí, que eu não apoio o que ele fala nem um pouco sobre nada, mas é um excelente atleta aí, ele já lutou com os melhores, né? Lutou inclusive com o ex-campeão, mas o problema é que ele realmente vai enfrentar um campeão de verdade na vida dele.
Well, folks, aside from all this the talk and everything he says, I don't agree with anything he says about anything. But he is an excellent athlete that has faced tough competition, but he is about to face the toughest competition to fight.
Question for Michael Chandler. Right ahead, right here. Yeah.
Man, Miami's wild. I can't even hear. Let's go! Speak up, brother. We got a loud crowd. Let's go.
Obviously, at Media Day, you said, Patty might be the biggest name in this division. So we haven't seen you fought down for a long time, but you said, Patty brings the eyeballs. We also see you get that smile when you say, Scousers can't get knocked out. You want to test that. So what have you made of Patty's rise, and what are you expecting him from on Saturday?
Hey, man, all respect to what Patty has done in this sport, man. He has earned this spot to be in this spot, but I have proven over the last couple decades that I deserve to be in this spot as well. Right here in Miami, Florida, UFC 314. I'm coming to steal the show. This is the people's main event, and I can't wait to do it. Let's go. I'm going to find that chin, and I'm going to find that chin early.
Similar question for Patty. At Media Day, you said, Charles laid the blueprint out to beat Michael Chandler, and you said there's a bigger chance of you knocking Michael Chandler out than him knocking you out. So what did you see in that fight that leads to that assessment?
Obviously, Obviously, we game plan for fights, know what I mean? You watch a lot of tape on your opponents and you study it, and that's what my coaches do, and that's why we get so many wins. There's a lot of tape that we've studied over his UFC career, and I've got so many different ways that I can win this fight. You know, everyone thinks that I'm going to get knocked out because I leave me chin high, but I told you, this chin's made of granite, lad. I'm not getting knocked out. I've never been knocked out before, but Mike has, and I'll do it again tomorrow, or Saturday.
And one last one for both Patty and Mike. Patty, I'll start with you, because I have to ask. Conor McGregor tweeted today that he has his eyes on your fight against Mike. I'm curious, did you see that, and what do you make of Conor kind of circling this fight, maybe as a future opponent?
Yeah, I've seen it, obviously, you know what I mean? I got sent it by a good few people. You know, I'd welcome that fight. That's where the money's at. But I can't look past Michael. Got to fight Michael on Saturday night and get the win here. That's all that matters.
Same question for Michael. I know we've asked you about Conor for the better part of 2 years, but you know he's tweeted that he's watching this fight. Do you view that as just Conor's kind of throwing it out there, or do you actually believe he's watching this?
I don't know. I'm sure he's watching. He watches, and he is very interested in coming back, but can he put together a training camp? That's the real question. We don't know. All I know is you can see by my actions. Fighting Charles Oliveira in November, and now fighting 5 months later, Paddy Pimblett, putting my ranking on the line, going out to brave the unknown. I'm going to stay active. The first 26 months in the organizations, I weighed in 6 times, fought 5 times, fight of the night, fight of the year, debut of the year, knockout of the year. All I do is put on great fights, and I do it for you guys. And on Saturday night, we're going to do it again. I don't really care what Conor tweets. If he comes back, we got to finish the Ultimate Fighter 31, and he's going to be impressed by my performance on Saturday night.
Question for Jair Rodriguez. Jair, you've mentioned at Media Day how you're a different fighter now. How much more confident are you that you can make a successful run to the belt this time around?
Well, man, what I can say, I'm ready for Saturday, and after that, I'm ready for whomever gets the belt for Saturday. And I don't have much to say. I'm not a big trash talker or anything like that. I'm just going to prove with my act what I'm capable of doing. I'm doing that on Saturday.
And Patricio Pitbull has had tons of success outside of the UFC, but from what you've seen, do you feel like he's UFC caliber, and do you feel like he's ready for UFC competition?
Man, the guy has proven himself for many years on one of the biggest competitions on earth as well as Bellator. You know, not only holding 1 title, but 2 titles in 2 different weight classes, you know. And I think he's ready for this caliber, you know. So let's see on Saturday if he's able for this caliber.
And for Patricio, fans have been clamoring for you to be in the UFC for years. You're finally here. What can you promise these people, and what are they in store for now that you're in the UFC?
Pitbull, estão chamando você, os fãs estão implorando para você vir para a organização há muito tempo. O que eles podem esperar no sábado na tua estreia no UFC?
First of all, thank you, Yair, for the kind words. I appreciate that. I have one thing to say. I am the best featherweight on the planet, and I'm going to prove that.
And Patricio, one more. You are obviously a very decorated 2-division champion in Bellator. The UFC featherweight title is sitting right there, just a few feet away from you. You look at that belt, what does that belt mean to you, and how close do you think you are from getting that belt?
E mais uma pergunta para você, Patrício. Você é um cara muito condecorado no Bellator, são 2 títulos, 13 defesas, e você está olhando para esse título aqui dos penas. Esse é um objetivo de vida que você está olhando. O que você pensa quando você olha para esse título?
I was looking to this belt, and my mind and my heart, I know that belt will be mine. Make my words.
Question for Nikita Krylov up here, brother. Nikita, Dominic Reyes has said recently, he said he loves this division because most of the guys in the division are down, meaning that they're willing to meet in the center of the octagon, throw caution to the wind, and see who's left standing after. Sometimes we see guys with extended layoffs. They take a round to kind of get their feet under them, feel them out. Is it safe to say that Dominic Reyes is a guy that you're going to play it safe in the first round with, or can the judges take this one off?
Hello, Miami. Я считаю, это отличный бой, и Доминик как нельзя лучше подходит к тому, чтобы вернуться. Но вы разве видели, чтобы я потихоньку заходил в октагон когда-либо?
Yeah, I think that this is going to be a great fight. I know there's some guys that take time to come back and take time to warm up while out there. And I think Dominic is a great fight to come back on. And have you ever seen me to try and be careful when I come out to fight? Never.
Question for Dominic Reyes. Dominic, you were told at one point by the doctors that they weren't sure if you were ever going to fight again, but they also weren't sure that, you were going through something and they weren't sure if you were going to wake up the next day. You talked about riding the wave of emotions and the wave of, the wave of winning going into this. So talk to me about just what it feels like to be sitting on that stage and getting the ovation from this crowd right now.
What's up, Miami? I'm not back, baby. I'm better. I'm out here riding the wave in Miami, man. There's a lot of emotion that goes into a fight. But I'm ready to go. I'm here for war. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Jean Silva, aqui em cima. A sua última... Jean Silva, a sua última coletiva... Vamos lá, Jean Silva, sua última coletiva em Las Vegas, você roubou a cena, você mandou a sua mensagem. A minha pergunta agora é sobre você como promotor de lutas. Qual a sua mensagem nessa semana e por que os fãs e os promotores do UFC podem contar com você, podem confiar em você como um grande promotor dos cards do UFC?
Jean, last time you had a press conference, you stole the show and you sent your message to Bryce Mitchell. So, as a promoter of your own fights, what is your message to promote this fight? And can the UFC count on you to promote fights going forward?
Por que eu sou promotor de evento? No 3, tá? 1, 2, 3.
Why do I promote good events? 3.
I put a lot of dogs down in my day.
Ele disse que matou
those dogs that like to come up to the farm, they kill my animals, they come to harm me and my family, and they come barking. You know what they all got in common? They squeal right before they die.
Bryce Mitchell, cara, eu não quero fazer você dormir mal, como você já está sonhando comigo. Tenta me esquecer por uma noite.
Listen, Bryce, I want you to sleep well. I don't want you to lose sleep over this. I know you've been dreaming about me already. So can you just, try to sleep well tonight, brother.
Ei, peraí. Bryce Mitchell, eu respeito a sua carreira, o atleta que você é. Eu sei que você está me olhando aqui, eu estou te vendo também. Mas, meu irmão, tá vendo essa TV na sua frente? Olha bem pro meu olho. Eu vou te nocautear.
Yo, Bryce, I respect you as an athlete, and I know you're looking at me through that TV. Just look through those eyes. Look in my eyes. I'm going to knock you out, brother.
Diego Lopes. Diego.
We'll see who stands victorious.
Diego, a gente já falou muito, você já respondeu sobre o fato de que existem algumas críticas sobre você representar o México e o Brasil ao mesmo tempo. Ontem o Yair tocou nesse tema também. Não sei como, eu gostaria de saber como você recebeu isso, mas também eu lembrei de uma entrevista sua no passado que você mencionou que não só Brasil e México, mas queria que todos os fãs da América Latina te representassem. Por que você acha que você é capaz de conseguir o apoio de todos?
Hey, Diego, there's been some criticism from some people about the fact that you represent not only Brazil, but Mexico at the same time. Yesterday, a year during a press conference and media day, he said he didn't appreciate that much. And I just want to know from you, because one thing you said, I don't only, in a previous interview, I don't only represent Brazil or Mexico, but I represent all of Latin America. What do you think about that?
Eu acho que é fácil, né? A galera pode falar o que quiser, quem tem boca fala o que quer, mas às vezes também é difícil escutar o que não quer, né? Então, deixa ele falar o que ele quiser, não tenho nenhum problema. Simplesmente, Eu sei do meu trabalho, eu sei o que eu faço, eu sou muito grato pelo que o México tem feito comigo. São situações completamente diferentes às coisas que ele mencionou ontem, da minha vida e da vida dele nos Estados Unidos, então não tem nenhum problema, assim que deixa ele falar o que ele quiser.
Oh, you know, you can talk the talk. If you got a mouth, you're going to talk. You say things that you want. You may hear things that you don't. I'll tell you what, man, I'm very grateful for Mexico. It's not our stories, our life stories are completely different. I'm so grateful for what Mexico has given me. I represent both countries, and if you're going to talk, you're going to talk. I don't care.
Go ahead, sir.
Diego, ainda falando sobre isso de representar o México e o Brasil, a gente sabe que tem uma parcela dos brasileiros que pegam no seu pé, mas acho que não há dúvida que a grande maioria te apoia, né? Os brasileiros torcem por você. Queria saber como você lida com essa divisão de sentimentos e o recado que você deixa para os que apoiam e também para aqueles que de alguma maneira contestam.
And still in the whole representing Brazil and Mexico, there are some fans in Brazil that also resent about that, but mostly we support you and we like what you're doing. And what's the message that you send to everybody about representing two countries, to all the fans that love you from both?
Pô, cara, eu acho que não me incomoda pra nada, eu acho que isso é normal. Eu acho que todo mundo recebe crítica de alguma certa maneira, né? Eu acho que comigo não ia ser diferente, ainda mais por representar dois países, né? Então, acho que as pessoas que querem criticar, não tenho nenhum problema. Eu sei que são as pessoas que estão comigo, eu sei que são as pessoas que me apoiam e quem sempre tem apoiado, assim que pra mim não me importa.
Well, it doesn't matter. You know, people are always going to criticize what happens, and I think, you know, you have the right to criticize, and there's always going to be those who criticize it, but for me, it really doesn't matter. I know the people that are beside me. I know that people have been with me and ride and die with me, so the criticism does not matter at all.
Jean Silva, queria saber como que você recebeu as declarações do Bryce Mitchell falando que era uma luta do bem contra o mal, e o principal, entender se toda essa promoção que você fez foi algo pensado para aumentar a sua popularidade, porque deu certo, né? Você se tornou uma das grandes estrelas do card, todo mundo falando de você, a gente vê como o público está te apoiando aqui. Isso foi algo trabalhado com a equipe, pensado, ou é genuíno, faz parte da sua personalidade?
Jean, all throughout the promotion for this fight, Bryce has been kind of playing it as a good versus evil kind of fight, and I want to know what you think about that. Also, about the promotion, all throughout this, y'all, the way you've been talking, the way you've been managing this promotion, is this something that you kind of planned it so you kind of jump up and prop up your personality so people would know more about you? Because this fight has become a lot more because of the way that you're handling yourself.
Cara, não, eu olhando bem isso, sendo bem sincero, quem promoveu tudo isso aqui foi ele, falando as baboseiras que ele falou. Simplesmente pediram para educar ele e eu tive que abrir minha creche de novo, né? E aí eu vou educar ele, simplesmente é isso. Mas em relação a tudo isso aqui, é ele que está falando baboseira, é ele que está vendendo um sei lá. Nunca vi um cara dizer que acredita em Deus e ter uma camiseta com Jesus e duas armas na mesma camiseta, não faz sentido. Então, meu irmão, ele vai pagar por isso aí e eu vou educar ele, essa é a real.
As far as promoting this fight, man, I've been doing nothing. Actually, the guy that promoted this fight was him because of all the baloney that's been talking about. Really, the only thing I had to do was open up my daycare so I could educate him. So that's the next step. And as far as I really don't know what's up what he's talking about, because I've never seen a man talk about Jesus and have guns in the same shirt. So I don't know what's up. So that's him. He's been promoting it. It's all him.
Question for John Anik. John, it has been 4 straight UFC events without a fight of the night. If you were to put your money on which matchup on the stage is likely to produce that for these fans on Saturday, which would it be?
You love putting me on the spot. I believe Michael Chandler's to my right. Is he? Yes? He's a pretty safe bet for a fight of the night. Paddy Pimblett's ready to engage. So the betting man that resides within, that's my pick for fight of the night.
The safest bet in the UFC right here.
Anyone else out there care to be so bold that you're going to deliver that for the fans?
All right, last call. Anybody else have a question? We good?
Question for.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Question for Diego Lopez. Your teammate Alexa Grasso, she knows what it's like to become champion. Did she give you any advice in the lead up to this fight?
Y una pregunta, Diego, tu compañera de equipo, Alexa Grasso, sabe muy bien cómo es esto de estar peleando por un cinturón y ser campeona. ¿Qué consejo te dio Alexa por eso?
No, pues siempre me ha dado los mejores consejos, ¿no? Yo creo que tanto ella como todo mi equipo pues me ha ayudado mucho a llegar a este momento. Pues tener la oportunidad de primero ser campeón como coach y ahora pues tengo la oportunidad de pelear por el título. Entonces los consejos han sido los mejores posibles para ganar el título el sábado.
Listen, she's given me the best advice, not only her, but the rest of the team, because I've had the opportunity to go for a championship and get that as a coach, but now I have an opportunity to do it as a fighter. So all I've been getting is great advice from everybody.
And question for Volk, your walkout to land down under. The fans go crazy. Your walkout makes people cry and feel so much joy. What goes through your mind when you're walking out to land down under?
Oh, sorry, I got the back end of that question, but you're talking about the song. It's my gig. Everyone gets into it. It's funny how many Americans or the world know that song, but really looking forward to going out there, putting on a show and walking out to land down under. But
Question for Volk.
Volk, we got another one for you right there, sir.
Yesterday, you stated that you're in the best shape you've been in a long time. You stated that there were no cheat meals, no alcohol in this camp. Did you think that you needed those 2 losses to reach a whole nother level, given the fact that you dominated the 145-pound division for such a long time?
Look, man, it was just a decision I decided to make. You know, everyone knows I work hard every single time. Every camp I do, I go 100% and I train very, very hard. But I probably could be that little bit more disciplined, and I did it this time. And, obviously you can see it, you know what I mean? I've never been so lean. So incredible Nick right now, and it's all going to pay off Saturday night. So I can't wait to get that belt wrapped around my waist.
Una pregunta para Diego. Diego, considerando el hecho de que estás compartiendo cartelera con Jair, en el día de ayer, Jair hizo unas expresiones que se han viralizado. ¿Crees que si ambos consiguen la victoria en la noche de mañana, exista la posibilidad de que se enfrenten por el título en Guadalajara en septiembre?
Diego, after you're sharing, you're sharing this car with Yair, and yesterday he said some things, and not many kind words for you during the press conference. But right now, given you win this, he wins this fight, could we see you guys in Guadalajara in September?
¿Cuántas derrotas tiene ya seguida?
How many losses does he have in a row?
¿Cuántas derrotas tiene consecutivas? No sé, que la responda Jair.
No, dime tú.
You have it. How many losses in a row does he have?
Suficiente.
Jair, ¿qué te parecen esas expresiones?
Culón.
Oh.
¿Culón?
Oh.
Dímelo.
Culón.
Yo,
Eres
what's-
culón, ¿sabes por qué eres
Oh.
culón? No le pegaron a Diego entre tú y tu equipo.
Say it to my face,
No le pegaron a Diego no le pegaron a Marco entre tú y tu equipo.
Escucha.
Le pegaron a Marco entre tú y tu equipo, ¿sí o no? Esperando el momento correcto estaba para decirte esto en tu pinche cara, loco.
Oh, we were
Tú
waiting
me la
for
vas a pagar a mí por Marcos, güey.
And you guys
Y si me pelas la verga,
to
güey.
fight me. Is that what you want to fight me? What's going on?
Toca em alguém de meu equipo e conferirás uma frequência com confessou ele.
Don't talk about my team, man. Don't talk about my team. Don't talk about my team.
Sabe quem é ele pra mim? Tu ameaçaste.
This is for Bryce. Bryce, after the fight, would you be open to saying a prayer with Mr. Silva?
I'm always open to saying a prayer with
Tu
anybody.
ameaçaste uma chica e não vai pagar.
Estás pendejo.
Listen.
Meu equipo não ouvida.
No, estás
Toca alguém de
pendejo.
meu equipo
Al pendejo que estás sentado enfrente de mí, que no sabe ni lo que habla ese güey, le dije.
Don't threaten.
Todo mundo
Y
não
que si
sabe.
no, pregúntale a tu
Todo mundo
amiga.
sabe. Meu equipo está aqui e
Qué
eles
bueno.
não sabem.
Pues qué
Eles
bueno,
não
qué
sabem.
bueno que están
My
aquí porque
team
también
is here.
ellos
They
se
know what you
sientan.
did. My
Muito
team is
cuidado
here.
com
They know
o
what
que
you
diz,
did.
né? Muito cuidado. Não
Mucho
se olvida
cuidado
quando
tú.
ameaçaste a minha
Mucho
companheira de
cuidado
equipo.
Watch out, bro. Watch out.
Quando escucha, uma mulher não se ameaça.
Estás pendejo.
Stop with the threats.
No marques no tuerzas las palabras, no tuerzas las palabras.
No mezclas las palabras.
Tampoco se le pegan entre 10 a una
Son hechos
persona.
reales. Son hechos
Tampoco se le
reales.
pegan entre 10 a una persona.
Stop with the threats,
Tú
bro.
lo
It's
hiciste
gonna
con tu
be real.
equipo, Marcos.
Who's got the next question?
Just
Go
over
ahead.
here, John. Now, John Bernard from KO Sports. Michael Chandler, this week, Paddy Pimblett's come out and called you a cheater and a dirty fighter, saying he might speak to the ref before the fight. Do you take that personally, and what do you have to say to that?
Absolutely not, man. Hey, listen, I've gone out and I fight. It's no big deal. We're going to go out there, we're going to fight. The referee is going to referee the fight. It's all good.
He's also said that you can't knock out a Scouser. What makes you so confident that you're going to be the first to knock out a Scouser?
Hey, man, he hasn't been knocked out yet, but he's also not been knocked out by these Jefferson County Javelins. The son of Mike Chandler Sr., a union carpenter for all those years. When I hit people, they go to sleep. I don't need a jingle to try to sell myself. You know who has jingles? Second-rate car insurance salesmen, ambulance chasers, and fast food. I'm the real deal, and the real deal don't need a jingle.
Last question for Volk. Let's close out the show, brother. Let's make some noise for the Volk! Let's go! Let's go! Volk, you feel the love in this building. You've got love all around the world, back home, Australia, New Zealand, right behind you. What's your final message to everyone back home that's going to tune in and buy this fight?
I just want to say, mate, I've been feeling the love so much the past year, even before that. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm bringing that fucking belt back to Australia. It's coming with me, baby. Let's go!
Miami, thanks for bringing the energy. We will have another press conference tomorrow for UFC 316. For now, we're going to call on Mick Maynard, clear the stage, and stare down the athletes. Thank y'all for coming out.